have a lot of people that do not even respect Nigerians at all in this Buhari's administration. And most of them are, their right-hand men to the president, people like Garba Shehu, Femi Adesina, and even Lai Mohammed and the likes. These guys do not have an altar of respect for Nigerians. Imagine what Femi Adesina could open his mouth to say to Nigerians, that they don't care about what Nigerians think, that whatever is going on in the government, that nobody cares. A lot he said, but really, I don't think that a sitting government should have such words come out of their mouths like the people do not matter. They shouldn't forget that they are there to serve the people, not to serve their own purpose. But, it is even not they don't even follow the constitution anymore. They don't care about the what people say. They don't care about the citizens and all of that. So really, I wonder what they are doing in office, because if you cannot put the people first, you have no place in government. And really, because nobody is asking them questions, they are not accountable to anybody. They just do things the way they want. They don't care about the reactions from Nigerians. But anyway, guys, more details about what Femi Adesina said, I'll bring to you shortly. But please, if you have not subscribed, ensure you hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can get updated anytime we drop a new video. All right, guys, without further ado, right here it says that Femi Adesina, special advisor to the president on media and publicity, said all sorts of commentators condemning Muhammad Buhari have probably never been a close monitor, not to talk of school prefects. He said the commentators can't even run their riotous home with obstreperous children and words, yet they come out to abuse President Muhammad Buhari daily. Femi Adesina stated this in his weekly article titled Nigeria and War of Tongues. He said, so-called social activists and commentators, newspaper columnists, talk shows hosts on TV, radio, influencers on social media, bloggers, politicians, and, and very embarrassingly, clergymen have unleashed a war of words on Nigeria by attacking anyone in Buhari's government. According to him, all the positives done by the government are being ignored because there is an intentional, rabid focus on negatives by people bent on engaging in a war of words. Our country is at war today on many fronts. Nigeria battles insurgency, terrorism, banditry, kidnapping, armed robbery, cult killings, ritual murders, and war of tongues. War of tongue, is that a new one? No, it's as old as man, but it is perhaps the deadliest of all the wars. It is fiercer than insurgency, terrorism, banditry, kidnapping, armed robbery, cult killings, ritual murders, all put together. A war of tongue has been unleashed on Nigeria, her leadership, anyone in government, in fact, anybody serving the country in one capacity or the other want to become an enemy of the public. Then just take a position in government, major or minor, irrespective of where you were coming from, your stature, your station in life, you become an enemy. You may have served creditably in the military, rising to become a general, being a military head of state, headed the Petroleum Trust Fund, exceptionally, and now a two-term civilian president. A war of tongues that is so virulent and mind-boggling is unleashed against you. A vicious war of tongues is raging in the country, and from President Muhammad Buhari down to the least political appointee in government. No one is spared, and who are the warriors? So-called social activists and commentators, newspaper columnists, talk show hosts on TV, radio, influencers on social media, bloggers, anyone who can afford an internet-enabled smartphone, politicians, and very embarrassingly clergymen, the ones who should teach us to bridle our tongues. They say things that make the flesh tingle, with a chill running down the spine, no grace, no decorum, using words that are not seasoned with salt. Do they read Another Holy Bible, another Holy Quran, Holy Moses. President Muhammad Buhari left these shores on March 30th for routine medical checkups. Mark the word, routine. Did you hear all the ululation that attended the announcement and the trip? War of tongues. Oh, he's sick again. As if there's anyone who is 100% healthy. If there is, let's see the person. Resident doctors are going on strike. The president is traveling. Couldn't he have built world-class hospitals in Nigeria within the 6 years he has been in government? He's going on medical tourism again. How much is this trip costing us? Are we sure he will come back anytime soon? To take it to very ridiculous levels, some Nigerians in London organized a 1 million man march attended by a huge crowd of 5 people, went to the Nigeria House where they said the president was staying and attempted to force him back home. People in the gall of bitterness, overtaken by paroxysms of hatred. The executive, legislature, judiciary, military, police, indeed, all national institutions are the butt of war of tongues. You find all sorts of commentators in the media condemning everything and everybody but themselves. In their lives, they have probably never been a class monitor, not to talk of school prefects. They can't even run their riotous home, but obstreperous children and wards. Yet they come out to abuse the president daily. A man who has ruled as military officer was brought back 30 years later because of his sterling records and ruling a second term in office as a democratically elected leader. Yet they call him all sorts of names on TV, radio, social media simply because there's freedom of speech. But ask them what they have achieved in life compared to that of the president, and they are blank. There's a rapid focus on negatives in Nigeria today: agriculture revolution, infrastructure renaissance, prudence and probity in government, doing a lot more with a lot less revenue. IMF revises growth projection for the country upwards. Nobody talks about that. It doesn't interest them. They only focus on job losses, poverty rates, killings, maiming, unhappiness. Yes, those are germane, but too much sunshine makes a desert. That is not all there is to Nigeria. Life is like being out on the sea, said the philosopher Marcus Aurelius. A body has to take the rough and the smooth. No government would love to see its citizens killed, maimed, displaced, unhappy. And if anything, the Buhari administration is doing so much in battling the insecurity in the land. But sadly, it faces another deadlier war, the war of tongues. Why don't we pause and think that it is the only country we have and begin to speak better, more positive things? I am surprised at some of our clerics, particularly the Christian ones, since it is religion I am more familiar with. They speak as if they read another Bible. They preach hate from the pulpit, propagate falsehood, generate animosity against governments, and these things are fully grown. The animals boils over, leads to violence and upheavals. Lives are lost. Don't these preachers of hate know that they are liable and won't be found guiltless? May God save us from war of tongues, even from those who should be showing us examples. Well, that was from, Femi Adesina. I hope you sit down to think before coming out to write such. Anyway, guys, that is it from here. Thank you so much for listening. Please drop your comments and give this video a thumbs up.